It's your boy Cameron. UFC 266 is in the books. What an absolutely incredible main event. Volkanovski might be the one here. Who's going to beat that guy not named Max Holloway? I don't know. You told me. He's absolutely incredible. Okay, so overcame serious adversity in round 3, but for the rest of the time, I just think he's brilliant. The low kicks are absolutely incredible from him. The jab is superb. The right hand, the looks that he's giving you, the feints. He's a phenom. His athletic abilities unparalleled, and for such a small guy, right? I will say this though, you can see the way he leverages his reach advantage. He pivots off the jab. He's incredible. I love watching Volko proper. The beef that was there before the fight ultimately subsides and you see the two men in the octagon respecting each other. Love that. T-City represented as well. Nearly got the finish. Mounted guillotine. But for them being so bloody and slippery, that might have ended the fight, right? And then goes for the triangle. Same thing again. Volko waits for the split second. That time when he's just got a little bit of gap and then wriggles out and makes him pay towards the end of the third round with vicious ground and pound. I'm telling you, I don't know who's going to beat that Volko chap. He's really sick. And especially when you take into consideration the fact that his camp's been massively affected by COVID. Barely had a camp with City Kickboxing. That dude is a problem. I don't know who's going to beat him. A true Rubik's Cube of a mixed martial artist. That dude just looks like the truth. Genuinely, I'm not sure who in that division not named Max Holloway is going to beat that dude. It's 2021 now. If in the next 3 years we come back and Volkanovski's still holding that belt, don't be surprised. I'm telling you, he's the truth. Quickly on, I want to touch on Herb Dean as well. At the end of the third round, T-City is giving any referee worth his metal every indication that he does not want to fight. At the end of the round, when it's time to get up and get back to the stool, T-City lies flat on his back. He's not moving. Herb Dean, what more indication do you need that it might be time to stop this fight? And then at the start of the fourth, he gets the how many fingers test. You just see him just deliberately answering incorrectly. All you need is one wrong answer to stop that fight. If you can't see, then you can't fight. I know T-City had massive eye swelling, but I've no doubt that he could see the fingers. If I'm pushed, I'm saying that T-City didn't want to fight on and so said the wrong number of fingers. Stop the fight, Herb Dean. What more reason do you need to stop the fight? T-City's not on it. And then a similar thing going into the fifth round. You can see he doesn't want it. He says, I suppose I'll be all right. That is a dude who doesn't want to fight, but he doesn't want to incur the wrath of the mixed martial arts community. Stop the fight, Herb Dean. In mixed martial arts, why are we so toxic as a community to where we pride ourselves on dudes going out on their shield? If you don't want to fight, don't fight. Sack off the social media. Sack off what the MMA community think. Referees need to wise up to this. T-City didn't want to fight going into that fourth round. Stop the fight. Can we talk about Valentina? Valentina is absolutely incredible. I love this woman so much. The best. I don't care what anybody says. Pound for pound in women's mixed martial arts, nobody's better. I don't want to hear anything about Amanda Nunes. She's absolutely incredible. Incredible. Fast twitch fiber for days. She's too quick for these girls. She's too quick. She's too strong. She's too technical. Combine all that with fight IQ for days. You know, I think she goes up and beats Amanda Nunes. If she didn't beat her the last time they fought, well, she's just that good. There's a moment in the fight where she throws a body kick and then half a second later, she's throwing a spinning back kick. What is that? Who does this? Testament to her athletic ability. There's a moment in the fourth round when Lauren Murphy jumps up and throws a Superman punch. Valentina stumbles back. You're expecting her to hit the canvas and then jump up. She doesn't even hit the canvas. Her hand barely touches the floor. and she just leaps back up to her feet. She's just incredible. Cat-like reflexes and balance from this girl. No one's going to beat her. I'm telling you. You're going to have to wait till she's like 50 years old, a geriatric, before somebody gets to her. None of these girls are going to beat her. She's far too good. It's rare that you get someone that's born to do with that level of natural ability, who applies themselves to their trade so consistently. That's all that she's here to do, right? She wants to be a mixed martial artist, and that's it. She's a born killer. She's going to work as hard as she possibly can going forward to ensure that she keeps that belt. If I were a betting man, just put all your money on Valentina every time, man. I don't care what the odds. My heart goes out to Lauren Murphy. I feel like she was caught between a rock and a hard place. You could see as early as the first round that she was almost paralysed. She was on survival mode rather than doing what she said she was going to do, which was try and go and win the fight. Valentina gives you too many problems to solve simultaneously, and it's hard. And Lauren Murphy's corner just made it worse for me. It's almost like the corner reacting to what they're seeing, that they can see that their fighter has no chance, and they're just keen to make sure she doesn't get caught with anything potentially deadly, right? The left high kick. They advise her, make sure you circle left. But then, as Din Thomas has said, you're circling left into the right hand. It is the lesser of two evils, but what's next? What's the action plan? I didn't hear anything by way of action plan from her corner, and Valentina, I think, took advantage of that, plus her physical advantages. Started to sit down on her punches and kicks in round 3 and round 4, and ultimately George St. Pierre-esque takedowns and finished the fight. Incredible display from Valentina. And how many bloody languages can she talk? Can we talk to Daniel Cormier's commentary for a second? Not the greatest night for the former champ. Trying to cite fights where we can't remember the names of the fighters is all over the shop. When the commentary is bad for me, it takes away massively from the allure of the event. Switch out DC there for Joe Rogan, surely. I don't think DC should be a member of the UFC commentary A-team. I think he gaffes too much. There is a certain charisma. I get it. He's blagging too much for me and he makes too many mistakes. And then Nick Diaz, I don't know who didn't see that. I feel like Nick outperformed, as the Diaz brothers tend to do. But Robbie, for me, despite a couple strategic frailties, was brilliant. The crazy monkey defense, he slipped a lot of those punches, kept the pressure on the bigger man in Nick Diaz, and ultimately put him away. Very, very smart in the end from Robbie Lawler to step away and get the referee to stand Nick Diaz back up. A lot of less experienced fighters, I think, would have jumped into Nick Diaz's guard there, and that wasn't the right thing to do. So fair play to Robbie. Got it done against Nick. Nick Diaz looked very ill prepared for that fight. And I think the commission want to have a word with themselves. They shouldn't be sanctioning. Somebody's going to get hurt soon. Somebody's definitely going to get hurt. Evander was only the other day. How are we sanctioning a very unfit Nick Diaz who misses the weight by like 15 pounds or whatever? How are we still sanctioning that fight? Oh yeah, because UFC run things around here, and because the green speaks louder than any other language. It's all about the money. And Nick Diaz, ultimately, to use Dana's words, moves the needle, right? He moves the needle. That's been your UFC 266 review. Let me know what you thought in the comments. That's been the UFC 266 review. If you like the content, please smash the like button. If you're new around here, don't hesitate to subscribe. As always, I've been Cameron, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.